Alright, so here I have a nice black box, and I don't think you can quite read it from there, but this is Corsair, and this is a power supply. This is a 750 watt gold rated power supply. There's not a lot of gold rated power supplies on the market. Most of the power supplies you find out there are not the greatest quality, especially if you're looking just for price. Now, a power supply, this is something you don't want to cheap out on when you're building your own PC. And I stress this, buy a good motherboard, buy a good power supply. The other stuff, sometimes you can just buy what fits your budget, but those two things are a foundation. You're going to reuse your power supply in your next system you build. That it doesn't change too much until you come up with something different than the ATX standard. You're going to be using the same kind of power supply. Power usage, you buy something like a 750 and you're good. You can run Crossfire, you can run SLI on those kind of power supplies, and it's a gold rated, so it's efficient even at low usage. So if you're only using half of this sucker, it's at its peak performance. If you flip it around here, it's hard to see from there, but you'll see this 50% here is where you're getting 92% efficiency. And efficiency is very important, especially for those of us that are power usage conscious. I am, to the extent, because I'm going to be putting this in a server style PC that I run at home, file servers, and all sorts of things that we won't go into detail here. But anyways, very nice power supply, and we're going to open it up and take a look. Corsair is one of my favorite brands when it comes to power supplies. I've bought quite a few of their power supplies in the past, never had even a hint of a problem with them. Even when I let them get full of dust, I don't clean them out nicely. So, I hate this kind of plastic, it always breaks off and it's loud and crinkly. It's the fun of opening things. Who doesn't like opening things? If you don't like opening things, I think you're weird. But don't just run away just now. Let's throw garbage all over the place. You pop this open and voila, we have a nice plain old gray box. And the gray box, it tells you nothing except that it was made by Corsair. Using my handy little screwdriver here for an opening device. Don't need a knife to do this, so don't take a chance you're going to cut yourself up, that's what I think. How do you open this thing? Oh, there's more. It's to slice. We have a manual. Really, I don't know what I'd use a manual for with a power supply. Thanks for putting one in there, Corsair. We needed to kill some more trees. We have little ties, zip ties. Very useful if you want to make your case look pretty. Got a little sticker in here too. If you really want to mess up your... I used to put stickers on my case when they sent them to me, and I was like, oh cool, my case has all the brands that I put inside of it. And now I look at those cases, I'm like, I just killed the resale value on that computer. I just made it look ugly. I don't want to take a picture of it now. It looks ugly. Some screws. Yep, those are for mounting it in the case. And we have a nice heavy duty. It says 13 amp, 125 volt power cable. This is a nice quality one. Feels very, very sturdy. I won't bore you anymore with that. Any of these high-end Corsair power supplies usually have some sort of bag. This is the best one I've seen yet. This is a more expensive power supply. This is regularly, I think, around $180. It is very high quality. This is great for a gaming system. It's great for a server-style system, as long as it takes an ATX-style power supply. This is probably overkill if you're just building a mid-range system, though it's a good investment, especially if you're planning to upgrade. Say you're starting off mid-range and you're like, I want to build that killer system, but it's going to have to wait a year or two. This power supply is still going to be kicking in a year or two, and I strongly advise invest in a good one. Can't say that enough. Anyway, got Velcro on this thing. Oh, fancy. We have This is, by the way, a modular power supply. So all the cables are right here. We have a lot of them. This is an 8-pin connector for a processor. It supports 4 or 8-pin style ones. This is for, I believe, this is for a PCI power. That is 12 pins. I think, am I going crazy? I don't know. I'm going crazy. Here's some more. Yeah, oh yes. This is the PCI one. I was just looking at the fat end. The fat end goes into the power supply. And of course they give you these 2 separate connectors. It's not a 12-pin. It goes into 2 6-pins each. So this power supply can handle some major video cards. This one gives you 2 4-pins, and this one gives you 2 8-pin power connectors. Kind of overkill in my mind, but one thing, I read it on the website when I ordered this, but they say you get 12 SATA power connectors. This is incredibly important to me because this is going in a file server that has 12 hard drives, no CD drive, by the way. Don't really see the point of the manure. I'm in the crowd of let's get rid of physical media. Let's just put everything on hard drives and on the internet and call it good. Download what you need. We got some Molex. We got some more Molex. Got SATA here. And on one of these, you get 4 SATA connectors. And then you get another 4 SATA connectors. So we're at 8. Get another 2 SATA connectors. Get a Molex. Just a bit more. Oh, here we go. Another 2. So that gives us a total of 12 SATA connectors. We have some more PCI power connectors, some more 8-pin ones. You gotta be kidding me. That's a lot. Oh, that's a lot. Anyways, these are just little fan adapters. I already pulled another one out and I'm bored with it. This is the main power connector. It supports if you have some old school motherboard that only takes, I think this is a 24-pin. I think this upgrades you just, I forget. If you want to count all these, go right ahead. I forget how many there is. I think it starts at 24 and it goes up. Anyways, that's all your cables, and you can put them nicely in this if you have ones that you're not using all the time, and you won't lose them that way because you'll put this on your shelf. It says Corsair. Anyways, what's underneath the styrofoam? Nice black styrofoam. I like black styrofoam. So much nicer than that squeaky stuff. And not to be outdone by having other power supplies which have 1 bag in them. This one has 2. Nice cloth bag. Set this down, I don't want to drop it. With pull strings. Beautiful, beautiful power supply. I like power supplies. They're sexy. Anyways, this, my friends, is the AX750. I have to look at it. I wasn't sure if it was 750AX or AX750. You have some sort of seal here saying it's licensed under US patents, which is, I suppose there is quite a few patents that go into one of these. This is made by Seasonic. Seasonic has a much more expensive version of this you can buy, but they license out their product to Corsair and manufacture them to Corsair, and Corsair puts their name on it and sells it to us for much cheaper, which I really like, because I don't want to spend over $200, even if it's a really pretty black power supply. Now, the most interesting thing on this is the modularity. This means you only plug in what you need to plug in. Very good. One thing too, if you're buying this and it's overkill for your system, this fan here isn't going to kick in unless it needs to kick in. And even if it does, it's going to be running at very low RPMs. You won't even hear it. This is a very nice fan. If you want to learn about the insides of this and the details about stuff like the fan, Silent PC Reviews is a very good one to check out. Just Google search AX750 Silent PC Reviews. No affiliation, I just like their site. So, giving them a plug. And it's got more black styrofoam, and then, that's it. We just have a power supply box. Empty box, who wants a box? Nobody. And that's all.